Hi guys.
Welcome to the channel, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in and coming along for the ride. I'm Gareth.
And I'm Jared.
And we are
Foster and Grow. So today we'll be continuing the plant series we were doing on succulents, in particular ones which we love and keep. This is a Crassula ovata Gollum, which is also named after the J.R.R. Tolkien character, Gollum.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's also called Gollum Jade. It's got a lot of common names. I'm going to try to remember some of them.
Trumpet Jade, I think is one of them.
Finger Jade.
Yeah.
Is it
E.T.'s fingers.
E.T. Finger.
Yeah.
And also a Hobbit Pipe Jade. I think there's more, but yeah. We'll get a lot
Quite a few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, it's a evergreen succulent, which has got tubular kind of leaves, which get little bits of red tinges towards the top. This guy isn't showing it off as much because he's placed in more partial shade, so the red tinging isn't as prominent.
Yeah.
But you will also get more of a deeper green if you're keeping it inside as well, which is kind of more what this one is approaching towards.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of flowering, these guys occasionally flower in winter, so you'll tend to get white to pinkish kind of star-shaped flowers for these guys.
Yeah, we'd love to see them. We haven't actually seen them on our plant yet. We've seen them in the nurseries and stuff, but yeah, hopefully next winter we'll be lucky enough and blessed by that.
Yeah, this guy's only about a year old for us. So apart from that, I think
it gets up to, what is it? I can't remember.
90 centimetres tall.
Yeah,
that's about.
Yeah.
Give or take a bit, and
a bit
about
smaller.
60 centimetres wide as well.
Yeah.
This guy's probably only 20 to 30 centimetres.
Yeah, and about the same width-wise. So
not small, but not huge either.
No, but that's because you need perfect conditions to grow these in, or to get it to that size. So where we have it, as Jared touched on, we've got ours in partial shade. Now you can put these in a full sun environment, it says that, but in our location it's too hot, and we've got a perfect example of what happens if we do that here. We'll show you in a little bit. They also don't like really cold weather. They're not frost tolerant, so again, in our conditions here we do get quite heavy frosts. So we'd either put them under shade, put them inside, as you were saying. It's perfect to overwinter them near a bright window. Yeah,
as long as you get enough light coming in through the windows.
Yeah,
it'll be alright inside.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we've got it potted so we can move it around. Maybe in future we'll find a pretty perfect place for it in our garden, but it might not be possible with our temperature extremes. So that's why we'll keep it potted. Yeah, and it will work, I think, better for us and maybe better for you. See how you go anyway. Give it a try. Let us know. Yeah.
So on that note, we might show you what happens when you get
you don't want it, yeah.
Crassula ovata Gollum, which has got too much sun and not enough water. So if you look at these two, this one's getting enough water and enough light. It's quite happy. This one here is getting too much sun and not enough water.
Yeah.
You'll tend to get shriveled leaves on the ones which aren't watered enough.
Yellowing.
Yeah, bit of discoloration, just generally not looking very happy.
Look at how shiny that one is. That's the big difference.
Nice little gleam to this guy, and he's also quite plump. You can also feel it on these ones where this one kind of presses in a little bit when you grab onto the leaves. This one, it's got a bit of give to it. So
yeah, it's crazy too, because although it's a bit smaller, it looked very, very similar to the one that's in a better location about a month ago, and because of all the summer heat now, it's just shriveling. It even has shade in the afternoon. It's still getting too much. So yeah, one of the tips, just keep it in a pot though. And then we didn't have this potted, so if we had it potted, we would have moved it earlier. We didn't, and then look what happens. So now we've potted it. We'll try and save him. We'll put him back to bed, and I'll let Joe continue.
Hopefully we'll recover well.
Yeah.
So I might just bring that back in. So apart from that, the other things we'll talk about with plant care is, as with most succulents, you do need a very well draining soil.
Yeah.
They tend to be overwatered more than they get underwatered.
Yeah.
So like any succulent, just be mindful that
Best
it's better to go off
look
the
at the
leaves.
Yeah, which we probably didn't do with that one. We just thought, we won't water it. Not the best thing for it though.
Yep. So apart from that, just make sure spring to autumn you're giving this guy a little bit more water. Winter, you can let them off a little bit more because they don't need it as much.
Yeah, much cooler. Especially in Canberra, we don't have that warmer weather over winter, so it's less temperate here. So we almost wouldn't water that at all, or very rarely. Again, but look at the leaves exactly. Anything else?
The other main things probably to bear in mind is that they're dormant in summer, which kind of leads into propagation as well.
Yeah, so you can definitely propagate these like all succulents. So easy to propagate. So you can do it via the leaf, a stem, or by seed. We haven't done it by seed yet. I think it would be much more difficult. We've definitely done it the other two ways though. And the way you do that, you can rotate a leaf off. Just try to be careful as you do it. And once you've got it off, you put it on a windowsill or in a place that's sheltered so it won't get moist. Let it dry out and callus, which will take maybe up to a week. Then in about a month, you'll hopefully start getting roots. And once it's got a root on it, you can pot it. And it's essentially the same thing for the stem. So really easy to propagate. If you do buy one, give it a try. Let us know how you go. We've been pretty successful doing it so far. We don't have a lot of plants, but we've been able to propagate.
We've been able to grow the stock a bit.
Yeah.
So main thing when you are propagating there, just let that callus properly up, because otherwise you just expose it to getting kind of a few diseases and that kind of stuff as well. So that's kind of one of the key things with it.
And also summer, isn't it? Don't do it during summer.
So during summer, because this guy's dormant, it's not the case with every succulent. With this particular guy, he's dormant in summer, so he'll be growing less, and you
don't want to stress the plant as well if you take stems or leaves off whilst you know
just less capability to recover and
so then if you do try to do it now, you might get upset because it might not work. Why have I done all that work? Anyways, I think that's all with propagation.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And I think we've covered most of the stuff in terms of
we don't want to ball them, Jared. We probably should let them go.
So, we'll leave it there, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
And just let us know if there's any particular plants or questions you've got burning that you want us to answer. And, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And, we'll be here next week. Or next time, I should say. See you.
See you.